Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I am your host, Alex Reevy, along with the mystical mermaid herself, Sandy Reevy. Say hi.
Hi, everybody. I know why.
It is episode 147 and May 17th. Let's get right into it. In the transits, we have Monday, May 17th, Sun trine Pluto.
Turning into gold.
Wednesday, May 19th, Venus trine Saturn.
Job well done.
Thursday, May 20th, Sun ingress Gemini.
Happy birthday, Gemini. You and you.
Friday, May 21st, Sun square Jupiter.
I feel good. Da, 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 da.
And Saturday, May 22nd, Mercury square Neptune.
Gossiping? Are you?
And Sunday, May 23rd, Saturn retrograde.
All the way through October 11th.
Then in Talisman Times, Sandy has finished up to refine and unify all my wisdom, to make alliances and plan a successful route, to be successful in writing and research projects. Then upcoming, to have honor and wealth bestowed upon me, and to be both fierce and gentle. Then on the horizon, we have our Jupiter and Pisces Talisman Workshop. The link is live and signups are happening. May 29th, our astrology forecast, along with the astrology cheat sheet, our trunk show and raffle, and our second of the Jupiter and Pisces Talisman Workshops. Then in our house, Sandy and I are going to share one of our what we find to be a very beautiful affirmation that came out of this season's Constellation Bracelet and Workshop. Stay tuned and listen in for this episode of Astrological Intentions.
And the search ends here, where the night is totally clear, and your heart is fierce, and so you finally know you control where you go.
Hello, Mystica Mermaid.
I know why.
Can you just share the story?
Well, Jupiter went into Pisces, and I decided to spray paint my umbrellas.
Yeah, your
my
outdoor
umbrellas.
umbrellas.
That were faded. A couple of them were faded. And
Well, because we were at Home Depot and we've never seen a fabric spray paint before. So we just wanted to try it out.
So I picked turquoise because I've got a lot of turquoise on my deck. And I take it apart and put it out on, and start spraying it. And not even looking at my feet. I'm barefoot. And I finish up and I look at my feet and they're all turquoise. My toenails with my gold glitter nail polish is coming through the turquoise blue, all the way up to my ankles. I was like, oh my God, I hope this washes off. But it really looked like I was
turning into a mermaid.
And I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to be a mermaid. I think I am a mermaid. I just swim around and enjoy myself.
And here you are.
And you've called me the mystical mermaid. So
in Jupiter and Pisces. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So I want to go direct to you all you listeners. Thank you so much for listening in to these episodes. It means so much to us. And I do have a quick mention that we have one of our listeners and one of our followers received a solar return reading with you. Mm-hmm. And she just wanted to ping back to me and let me know what's been going on. Her name's Erica, and she says, "Hi, Sandy and Alex. I just wanted to share good news with you. When I had my solar return reading with Sandy in March, we talked about a big grant that I had written and was waiting to hear back on. Sandy said it was likely that it would be funded, but with some revisions. Well, fast forward. We got the funding. With the funds, we will work with rural emergency departments to help provide the best quality care to children possible. Thank you for encouraging me to be and live my chart. Thank you, Sandy. Much love."
Oh, Erica, that brings water to my eyes.
And further, when we started discussing, the revisions were happening as well. Mm-hmm. So that, of course, with grants and all of those negotiations, you really need to, you
have to be very precise. And there is a class. Isn't there a class, or isn't there a profession of grant writing? Mm-hmm. It must be like an alligator hard to wrestle.
Right. Well, congratulations, Erica. We are so
Beautiful.
excited that you get to help these amazing children with healthcare. I mean, that's
Who
just
can't get to it readily.
amazing. I'm
Their
thrilled. I'm excited.
Right? Their day-to-day health, their week-to-week health, so that they can live and thrive a life of going to school and having the experiences that all children need. Again, water to my eyes, blue
Love it.
to my feet and fins, water in my eyes.
Beautiful. So let's move in the transits. Monday, May 17th, today, if you're listening on time, Sun trine Pluto turning into gold.
This happens already at 4:49 a.m. on Monday today. So it's like the alchemist. Oh, I'm having trouble there. The alchemist meets up in a nice angle with the sun. And this is the primary essence planet. So something in you is rebuilding and you're coming back into a new life. So check in, and it's really nice to have this right around the time that we got the Jupiter in Pisces that just moved in last week, and to get the Sun trine Pluto. So, check in that things are feeling more directed or more focused, right? You're like your direction is on point.
Right. And you're kind of seeing things progressing in front of you. Exciting. So Wednesday, May 19th, Venus trine Saturn.
Job well done. It's a celebration time. And it's a Wednesday. Lean into that protective calm. Make your environment beautiful with a group project. Venus is in the sign of Gemini. And so she's not in one of our home signs or her exaltation, but she's making a nice aspect, a trine to Saturn, who's very strong. And Saturn is getting ready to station, first station, which means it's heading to retrograde by the end of the week. So, is this bonus money? Is there's something deserving? There's a reward. It's kind of like a pat on the back, big bottle of champagne, something about, allowing, what has occurred and what is coming up in the future to occur.
And Thursday, May 20th, Sun ingress Gemini. Happy birthday, Geminis.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, so busy times, social scenes, shifting. It goes into, Sun goes from a Taurus, which is fixed Earth, a very slow moving Sun in that fixed Earth, and now moves into that chatty Gemini. It's mutable air. So it just means you want to share, you want to talk, you want to communicate, you need versatility, you need stimulation. So really, enjoy these busy social times. Get your bike back out.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm excited for this Gemini season. It's going to be really beautiful. Summer's coming around. It's things are opening up, communication's happening, those short trips. I'm very much excited about this.
And actually, this is where when we got Mercury already in Gemini, and Mercury is getting ready. Mercury moved into a shadow period last week. He doesn't go retrograde until May 29th, but this is where the Sun and Mercury will cross in that Kazimi period.
Okay.
So the Sun here with the ruler of Mercury will help out. Even I don't mind this Mercury retrograde in Gemini because he's got all the resources. He needs everything. He has everything he needs, but he's just marking territory of what he needs to kind of recover.
Readdress.
Yeah, readdress.
So Friday, May 21st, Sun square Jupiter.
I like this. This is at 10 in the morning.
Are you not going to sing for us again?
You're a better singer, so you want to help me? I feel good. Yeah, with that which you already possess. This is a square. Jupiter in a square still wants to provide and give you, and Jupiter's in its place of Pisces. So he's very equipped, if we will, to give us what we want. But you don't need to purchase anything. Isn't that? You don't need to purchase happiness. So what, connect with what you already possess.
And I like this just as a life motto, to be quite honest. I mean, yeah, that's consumerism for you, but yeah.
Because it's like and if you do have to go out and buy happiness or think you can, right, that you'll have to pay more for it than what you gain the amount you strive for. Right? So you have to pay more for what you think you're going to get.
Right.
Like, I want this much. I want $5,000 worth of happiness. This placement will say, okay, you're going to pay $5,000, but you're not going to get $5,000 worth of happiness. You already own it. Mm-hmm. So look for it within. And especially, really, it's the information you have, maybe the books that are laying around, your house. Get information, share with your neighbors, share with the people in your neighborhood. Jupiter's very well equipped.
Yes. And I also that just sprung an idea up to me, not an idea, but it pinged something in me. I'm using the word ping a lot today.
I'll pong, yeah.
And so there's a bunch of communities that do things like on Facebook that if you subscribe, this was what happened back when I was in college, but you could subscribe to become a part of this group online, say for my Loyola University, and you can post up, hey, I have this couch, futon, I don't know, microwave, thinking all of the college things. And you could post it up for sale or even just for pickup, for free pickup. And, I like that. Even sharing within your communities in that type of way where you have everything you need and you can also share things for free to your community.
I do like that because there's some things, remember when we were into juicing? And you asked somebody for a juicer, or you pushed it around and you got a free juicer. Now we're done with juicing.
Yes.
So we have a free juicer to offer someone.
Yes.
All right. So it's kind of that translation.
Yeah.
And
there's
things
also no
around.
need. Yeah. There's no need to have to go and buy a brand new one.
Yeah. And there's no need for us to dump this in some dumpster.
Right.
Yeah.
So Saturday, May 22nd, Mercury square Neptune.
Yeah. This happens at 9:43 p.m. Gossiping, are you? Mercury's very strong in his own sign of Gemini, making a square to Neptune. So make sure and make dead sure on what you tell others. The planet of communication is ready to chat, yet conflicted with the idealized planet Neptune. Start all sentences with, I believe, ... Right? So it's what you believe. It's not what you're not what you're saying about something or somebody or what
as
you
factual.
Think. That starts a whole rollerball or domino effect into, did you hear what Sandy said? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no. I believed that. I believed such and such was out of town, or I believed that, I'm dehydrated. Right? Like something about finding out what's underneath the confusion, finding out what's behind the fog, like smoke and mirrors, right? Like, don't just immediately chat about what you think you see, because that's going to start rumors or start gossip. So you can start everything out with, well, the way I think it, in my opinion, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. It's just a better way to not have misunderstandings.
Right. Because the next day is Sandy's conflict day. This is your conflict day, Sunday, May 23rd, with Saturn retrograde. Saturn
takes his retrograde cycle, and, this happens every year. So it's not anything, to do that doesn't happen annually. He will stay retrograde from this day, Sunday, May 23rd, all the way through October 11th. And he will be going over the degrees of 13 degrees of Aquarius. So he was moving. He just moved into 0 Aquarius in December, I think, 17th of last year. He has moved 13 degrees in a 5-month period, and retrogrades all the way back to 6. So he moves 7 degrees during this retrograde. So recommit to plans made since like the beginning of the year.
Makes sense.
Recommit to those plans, because he is also one half. He has one of the 2 planets that makes the most difficult aspect this year. You know, we've talked about it. It is Saturn square Uranus. So are we feeling that we are going backwards? We might have that feeling of, you know, reversing or returning back to something that we've already covered.
Right.
So just, it's all about long term, and maybe we just need to readjust some of the plans and the especially the long term plans around what changes need to be made in our worlds. This is the full world. This is the entire planet. We'll feel this, and if it's anywhere in between your chart, if you have any planets, I know I do, if you have any planets that are in the fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, that will hold this stress area. So pay attention for doing something new. Uranus wants you to flip,
so
to
for
change,
instance,
and Saturn wants you to stay in the status quo, the project that's already going on. Wants the rules, and Uranus wants the freedom. So
Okay.
it's square. They don't know how to agree.
Right.
So
So it's going to be kind of a conflict. So just to make this make sense for me, I have a Taurus rising. So is that just kind of going to be this like go halt type of feeling of how I'm perceived?
Your Taurus rising is at 25 degrees. So this does not, I mean, it does hit Taurus,
but it's not as
but it's not
big
as
impact.
severe, because it isn't, it's, man, even at 13, it's still 12 degrees away from your rising sign.
And so,
but for me, it does hit my Venus and my midheaven in Taurus. So that Uranus coming up is saying, you know, change. Although I'm not changing, but I, you know, kind of it wants to bring more action and more excitement to my career, to my world, my Venus. Could be a relationship. But then Saturn is over here on my 7th house going
as the chaperone to your
it's
date.
Yeah, it's like, don't go too far, stay right here, and I want to go, you know, on the motorcycle with my date.
Right.
I made that up.
And Saturn,
maybe he does have a motorcycle. I haven't met him yet. Where Saturn's like, yeah, like, you know, I'm gonna follow you in the car.
Can't.
I'm like, that's not freedom.
Right.
It's that kind of like tug of, I want out. No, you can't, because you don't even know where the door is.
Right.
You can't get out.
And it could be felt like even within an inner tension as well.
Yeah.
And so just as for our listeners, if they have their natal charts, say, printed or on their phone, they're looking for those fixed signs in between what degrees again?
6 degrees and 13 degrees.
Okay. And if you have no idea, of course, grab a reading with Sandy. It makes so much more sense. That's what I do. So let's move into Talisman Times. You have finished up 3 talismans. 2 of these are surprise talismans for us all. This first one is a surprise one. Tuesday, May 11th, you made to refine and unify all my wisdom.
Right. So to refine and unify all my wisdom, I take the lead on my given path. My knowledge and my experiences come together now to further my career journey. Really nice. This is the ruler of the chart, which is the helmsman. We got a Virgo rising with Mercury in his own sign of Gemini with the North Node. Anytime a planet's moving with the North Node, it wants to magnify or increase the energy of that planet it's hitting. And Mercury is very strong here in its own sign, Gemini, in the 10th house. Very nice for having the experiences that come together for career path because of the 10th house.
Yeah. And I also like this one a lot too, because what the solution is here after that affirmation is it creates this huge sense of confidence of like knowing what you know and kind of forgetting about the things that you don't know. You know?
Well, because of that, I take the lead on my given path. In other words,
this is my path.
My path.
Right.
And it was given to me or I chose it.
Right.
Right. So if you decided to take up drums, that's your given path. At some point you may change to go to guitar.
Right.
That's your given path at that time.
Right.
So we have multiple given paths throughout our lives. This just can refine and unify all the wisdom from the drums to the guitar, to the cymbals, or even to the accordion that I once played.
Right.
And shall never play again.
So I like that a lot. I like that affirmation a lot. I think hugely beneficial for so many people, me included. So Wednesday, May 12th, to make alliances and plan a successful route.
We can easily discuss, strategize, and arrange these ideas into our business plan. We work well together as our strong individual selves. So this is that same energy with that Mercury being the ruler of the chart, coming up over the horizon. I did this early in the morning. This is just after a new moon in Taurus. And of course, if we can really picture this, new moon in Taurus, moon is exalted in Taurus, is Venus is coming up over the horizon in Gemini. We've got the North Node connected to Mercury, the ruler of, all in the first house, making a trine to Saturn. Now, that was a lot of
raise your hand if you got that.
Right. And then the midheaven is Pisces, which is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is right there. So this really helps to put people together. Right. We got the sun and the moon both in Taurus, which Venus is one of the players here, and the ascendant is Gemini.
And I probably have a completely wrong kind of image of this. This might be a little bit more intense.
What is it?
But do you remember I used to watch Survivor all of the time?
Yeah, it was your favorite.
This, to make alliances and plan a successful route, just totally reminds me of that game, because it wasn't necessarily just a game about the elements. It was a game, also a social game. And just really interesting how, that just reminds me.
It's really good, right?
That seems a little bit more hostile than what we're discussing here.
Well, we are talking about gossip this week, right? Coming up. Make sure you're not gossiping or not telling untruths about anyone. Be sure that you're pure in whatever your communication, especially if you're talking about someone, right? But that's part of Survivor.
It is.
And your cousin was on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is probably one reason why
she
you were
was in the final four too.
Yeah.
So Thursday, May 13th, to be successful in writing and research projects.
I didn't do that one. Cross that one off.
Okay. We're going to take that one off the list. Sneak peek, and it's gone. So upcoming.
But I did do one in its place.
Oh,
that
okay.
you don't have.
Well, tell me about that one.
To write or speak my compelling story.
And that's that same day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could only do this one or that one. They were coming in at the same time. And what happened is I pre-sold this one. So I had to let go of the other one.
Okay.
I could only do one.
Makes sense.
This is to write or speak my compelling story. I may not be readily aware that my story has the captivating power over my audience. But it's true. They do, and they are. I simply do know that I completely enjoy my artistic delivery of my words. Win-win.
Mm-hmm.
So that's sold. Yeah.
Beautiful one.
So this, she was involved in the preparation of it. I gave her the timing. She was in meditation with me at the same time. The whole thing about
the pre-talismans.
Pre-sales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so the upcoming talismans, we have 2 of them made both on the same day, Monday, May 17th, to have honor and wealth bestowed on me.
I get to where I want to go by attracting favor from those in power. I gain easily by simply requesting my intent. This creates victory and popular appeal. Now, this is the moon making a sextile. The moon is in Leo, which is about, authority, high-ranking people, is making a sextile to Venus on the midheaven on Aldebaran, the fixed star Aldebaran, which is one of the royal stars, about honor and glory and victory and, without vengeance, right? For all pure purposes. And Venus being up there is about attracting it, attracting favor, attracting power, attracting all intent. So
Yes.
honor and wealth are bestowed on me.
Right. And I like that too, because even when you just, when we read the intention, that to me resounds so much about really becoming who you want to be attracting or what you want to be attracting. So in order to, have honor and wealth bestowed upon you, it's also really important to really be cultivating those values within you prior to that. And then before you know it, they're bestowed upon you. Beautiful. So same day, to be both fierce and gentle. This one might be my favorite.
My skills are delivered to the world wrapped in beautiful cloth, soft-spoken word, and queen-like adornment. I capture those who tune in. Yeah, I can see why. You didn't even know the affirmation
That's
on this.
basically like my Venus sign. Venus and Aries.
This is Venus at the top of the chart in Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury being here with the North Node again, and that moon is making that aspect to Venus. So really nice with the North Node, Venus and Mercury sitting right in the 10th house, right on the midheaven.
Yes. I love the huntress archetype that's depicting. So everybody, don't forget our orbit of the month is I explore places unknown. And this orbit is really wonderful, especially with a lot of this mercurial happenings, this season of Gemini, of really going for and exploring, being curious, wanting to learn more. So, of course, if you click that link in the description, you're going to be transported and you'll have your discount automated. So, on the horizon, we have coming up the Jupiter and Pisces Talisman Workshop. You have 2 opportunities to join us on this.
Either or.
The first one is
both.
Right. The first one is May 27th at 7:37 p.m. This is Central Time.
It's actually,
of course.
I changed it a little bit.
7:39.
Yeah.
And so I have the links finally. It took me a little while. This was really exciting for me because it's the second of this talisman with this add a bead talisman. I've been wearing them as, I'm the guinea pig, of course, but I've gotten so many compliments on them. They're beautiful. They're sterling silver. I am a big, big fan of sterling silver. I don't like the plated things. Of course, those are way more affordable, but sterling silver is just, you can get it wet. You don't have to worry too much. And really, my skin will take off any type of plating within maybe 5 days. So these talismans are beautiful. Every single time that you join us for one of these talisman making webinars, you're going to be adding beads to these either necklaces or bracelets, and you get to really create. do you want it to be a black and white talisman? Do you want it to be the darker colors or the brighter colors, where it's going to be turning into this beautiful collection just that sits on your wrist or sits over your heart? And so exciting. I mean, really great. We also have a charm option for anyone who's not a jewelry wearer and just wants to throw those on to a zipper pull or somewhere that you're going to be seeing it and engaging with it throughout your day. So this Jupiter and Pisces Talisman Workshop, you're going to be learning a ton. So not only about what Jupiter is and what Pisces is, we of course go over the basics, but more importantly, these dates that Jupiter and Pisces is going to be ebbing and flowing in and out of that sign, the mythology, and going into a more personal aspect for everyone that joins. It's not even optional. You are going to be having your own worksheet, and we're going to be delving much more further into your specific dates.
Right, and that all gets into their email inbox about 2 to 3 days in advance of this. So get your order in so that I can start working on all these individual charts, and I'm not, sitting with majority of charts at the very last couple days.
Right.
That would be a little overwhelming for me.
Right. And so, of course, sign up with that link. There also is another opportunity on June 20th to join us as well. And this is the 5:25 a.m. I'm just double checking in with the time.
I don't want to turn my page and make a noise, but yeah, it's early in the morning. It's an a.m., 5:25 a.m.
And this is perfect for people on, the East Coast or in Europe or...
Yeah, I got some people signed up already from Europe, and because that's around, it's before noon.
Right.
For them.
It's perfect. So let's move on. May 29th, we have our June astrology forecast. Now, don't forget, this is the Facebook Live where Sandy and Susan come together, bringing you all of the dates for the month. This is incredibly valuable information that you can get for free. So do not miss out on this. You can ask questions, and if they have time, they will for sure answer them. Also, don't forget to download your June astrology cheat sheet. That is coming soon. It should be here maybe this week or next week.
It'll be here this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And challenge accepted, I guess. And so, of course, with those cheat sheets, it makes it super easy, and you don't have to necessarily be there for the hour-long discussion. June 16th, we're moving on to our Talisman Trunk Show and Raffle. We do these kind of biannually, but it's a really wonderful opportunity if you've been looking or curious about talismans. Sandy comes online in a Zoom call. It's all there. We're going together. You can ask to see specific talismans. Just email me beforehand, and Sandy goes over, the color, the inspiration, the chart, whatever it is, and we're showing you a spotlighted version of the talisman. So you're going to get the best idea rather than just looking at a static picture. You're going to see the crystals sparkling. You're going to see the beautiful different hues of the colors of the beads. So, of course, join us. This is it is a free event. You just need to have a raffle ticket. And these raffle tickets, basically what you need to do is you can purchase as many as you want. You just need at least one. And it's $10 that you get put in for a talisman of your choice. And every single raffle ticket that you spend, you get that exact amount back with a gift card. So you're not really losing any. It's like a win-win. It's like if you're already planning on buying a talisman, buy that much worth of gift cards or AKA raffle tickets, then
we're picking one.
You could get 2 talismans.
Because we're picking one winner, one ticket will win a free talisman of their choice.
Yes. I said that in there. You might have missed it. It was quick.
Oh, I did miss it.
So no problem.
Pisces Pisces, good luck this year with which is me.
We'll
and
see
you,
if they're
actually.
listening. So yeah, this Talisman Trunk Show is a really wonderful time to join in, get a personal, small group.
It's 1 hour. We get all of this done in 1 hour, so it's quick.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to reserve any talismans, you can go ahead and do that. I'll be on the chat with you the whole time, sending all the links, and it's great. It's a really fun time. So we would, of course, love to have you join us. Make sure to click that link, and all you have to do is just buy one raffle ticket, and you're in. And then I send you that gift certificate back for however many gift certificates or tickets that you
So
bought.
if I buy 10, that costs me $100.
Right. And
But
then I
get
send you a gift card for $100.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just buying a gift card, basically.
Right. And a chance to win a free talisman.
Love it. It's
It was
such a
your
fun idea.
And it worked beautifully the last few times we've done it.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So let's move into our house. Come on in. We just wanted to share, this will be a quick one this week, but we just wanted to share one of the beautiful affirmations that came out of this season, the summer solstice, Constellation Bracelet and Workshop. It was just beautifully written, and it's so melodic.
So we started last week, and it's, the group of up to 8 that meet at, it seems like random times, but they're not. They're hand chosen by me for us to make a talisman bead during this session. And we all go into, there's an intention that I set for everyone, and then everyone has their meditation time to come up with their affirmation. And they speak it out as I'm rolling the bead. And we have someone in the group that she was here for the spring equinox one that was the first one of the year, and she's back again for the summer solstice. And I asked her the other day if I could read any of these. They're poetic, they're poems, they're cosmic poems,
And it's
that
so
come
cool.
in for her during meditation based on her natal chart and what is occurring at that time. So I do a little teaching. So she listens to the teaching. I go to her chart, point out, or I go to everybody's chart when it's their turn,
Right.
and point out how this energy is affecting their chart and how they can pull in to their benefit these wonderful words. And this one particular woman who is just a mermaid, she must live under the sea, or she must be the queen of Atlantis.
Yes.
So her name is Linda M. And can you read the last two that what this was her affirmation? And when I asked for the girls to read their affirmation 3 times, so it's so lovely to listen to it.
Yes.
More than what? Can you read it each one 3 times? Because it has more of an effect,
Sure.
in my opinion.
Sure.
I believe it has more an effect.
Circling moon, shine on my road, glistening silver, receiving your gold. Circling moon, shine on my road, glistening silver, receiving your gold. Circling moon, shine on my road, glistening silver, receiving your gold. So pretty.
Do we have goosebumps?
It's so like it's so
goosebumped.
musical. It's fun, and the words that come through and the melody of it. So are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
So soul delivery, God's news. Hearts are blooming, beaming and twirling. Purple rain, purple rain. It's so soul delivery, God news. Hearts are blooming, beaming and twirling. Purple rain, purple rain. Soul delivery, God news. Hearts are blooming, beaming, twirling. Purple rain, purple rain.
Are there any more you'll read?
We can go one more.
One more, yeah.
Okay. Sun, my star, shining bright, illuminate my golden light. Speak through soul to heart so true. Gather, sprinkle from me to you. Sun, my star, shining bright. Illuminate my golden light. Speak through soul to heart so true. Gather, sprinkle from me to you. Sun, my star, shining bright. Illuminate my golden light. Speak through soul to heart so true. Gather, sprinkle from me to you. It's so much fun.
In that last one, she just came and she comes up with it in the moment. That's the whole deal with these constellation bracelets. But that last one was her solar return. It was her birthday. She is a Leo rising with the sun in the 10th house, and which we know is getting trined by Pluto. So just an incredible, elaborate vision that she can create with very few words, right? They're incredibly succinct.
There's a ton of imagery. I like the word choice. It's beautiful.
I mean, she is literally writing a book of poetry.
Right. Before our eyes. It's great.
And these are all written. So she's already got, 15 poems written for her book. Yeah. And I don't even know if she's writing a poem book.
Yeah, they're great. They're kind of like limericks. I don't really know the official name.
Pentameter or something like
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
I used to know that back in literature
hoku?
days.
We used to do
a haiku.
Haiku, yeah.
A hoku?
Hoku.
But anyway, I think that's going to be a wrap on today. We have a little short episode, but of course, all of you, thank you so much for listening. Maybe you got it to the end of this episode for the first time, and high five to you because we love to share these stories in our house, and thank you for listening. Of course, if you have any questions or you want us to talk about something specifically, shoot me an email, alex@intentionbeads.com, and I'll see if we can chat more about that. So thank you everybody for listening. Don't forget to give us those 5-star reviews and share with your family and friends. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks everyone for listening.
And the search ends here.